Yo, yo, one second, I can't hear you. Can you repeat again? Yeah, of course. Very good. My artist name is Kiko, Kiko. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. I am your host, JP, and today we have 7 artists who all submitted their music for an opportunity to move on to our championship round in Miami and compete for our $50,000 grand prize. So the way it works is we have 3 very special guest judges, and if 2 of our judges give the artist a pass, they automatically move on to our championship in Miami. So let's introduce our judges one at a time, starting off with Polo. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. Our next judge, he's a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young Jeezy, Ludacris, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and many, many more. He's DJ Payne 1. What up, Payne? Thanks for joining us today. And then last but not least, he's SVP of A&R Motown Capitol Records. He's SHAWN BARRON. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first artist on today's lineup. They go by Seti Nash. Just give me 1 second while I bring them in. And our first artist on today's lineup is Seti Nash. Just give us 1 second while I bring him into Zoom. All right, looks like we're having trouble bringing them in. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
So my niggas, man. Man, what's cracking with it though? A lot of internet niggas talking like they, you know. Man, like them niggas be out here like that.
My niggas ain't like that, man. Too busy on here, man. Bigger picture.
I be asking myself, like, who gave these niggas permission to talk on this like that?
Niggas get that bitch, hit, story, switch, and niggas get mad. Shit's
Crazy. Man, fuck. That nigga did another story.
I gotta get you actually. Who's Seti Nash?
What you doing? Seti Nash. Huh?
With a loaded gun, I never run, I buzz none. If the police come, I bite my tongue, won't tell them none. They hate it cause my brother blood, so what the? When my day come, probably Gates, Judge, and Woods. I got the medicine fixing impediments, no we not settling. I am the evidence, better than better, and Superman's veteran. Needed intelligence, show me the evidence. Next detriment, bet they can't handle it. Seti Nash gon' handle it. No sentiments, better handle it. And it's so damn evident. Been a struggle my whole life. Learn to duck, you can't learn to fight. Couple roles got bust right. Used to purge on a rainy night. Green Lakes if you kept it real. Hell real, kept it real true. Retro mob really in the field. Other street talking definite. You already know that's a real hill. You already know that's a real climb. You already know you ain't slime. You already know not supply. Cause you talking on the internet. Don't believe we can't get it wet. Pull it right there up on your set. Cause you ain't from where you from, yeah. I can go up and anywhere. And I don't really care. Pistol with me, homie, hit it there. You ain't really gotta worry here. I can go where you can't go. I can talk where you can't, bro. You don't know about these things, though. We really gonna let them go. Yeah. With a loaded gun, I never run, I buzz none. If the police come, I bite my tongue, won't tell them none. They hate it cause my brother blood, so what the? When my day come, probably Gates, Judge, and Woods. I got the medicine fixing impediments, no we not settling. I am the evidence, better than better, and Superman's veteran. Needed intelligence, show me the evidence. Next detriment, bet they can't handle it. Seti Nash gon' handle it. No sentiments, better handle it. And it's so damn evident. You ain't did what you claim. Internet gave you fame. Disrespected my name. My bill life on game. Put dad on the city. You don't rank in the city, your name up in the city. Cause we walk around friendly. We don't know, dude, why you talking? I could put him in the coffin, but it's others wanna off him. Cause I'm really retarded. Baton Rouge, no names. LA said he names. What you talking about, homie? Brick wall about to crash. You don't wanna go there. You don't really take it there. We can pull up on any block. I can really take it there. I'm the big name, homie. Big general, homie. What Gus really talk about? He really looking like smoke. With a loaded gun, I never run, I bust now. If the police come, I bite my tongue, won't tell them nothing. They hate it cause my brother blood, so what the? When my day come, probably Gates judge it was. I got the medicine fixing impediments, knowing I settling. I am the evidence, better than better. And Superman's veteran, needed the tenant to show me the evidence. Nasty detriment, bet they can't handle it. Said he Nash gon' handle it. No sentiments, better handle it. And it's so damn evident.
All right, that was Seti Nash with his song. It looks like we got him here in the Zoom now. So Seti, we just finished listening to your song. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
This is essentially me getting back to the rap, you know, not trying to really make it about too much BS and anything like that, and a little bit about unity and everything like that. For no matter, you know, how the streets may choose you and you chose the streets, certain things don't matter. You just stand on purpose, and hopefully your purpose is glorious. But for the most part, it's just me getting back to rapping how I believe rap should be taken now. You got to show multiple skills. So showing the slow side, showing the fast pace and everything like that. And plus the beat, it's just that different, but it's hard. It's like, this is the new sound. This is where people need to be gravitating towards.
Okay, sounds good. Before we get into your feedback, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm about Los Angeles and basically California as a whole. Grew up in Sacramento, California, and came out to Los Angeles, California, and been rapping for a little bit of a while and then took a break. But after that, I just got back into the space of it all, and even just off of that project alone, like, it's good. Like, I take my time with it. It's not rushed. I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but I try to perfect myself.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get right into your feedback. Let's start things off with our first judge. Just kick it off to Polo. Polo, what you think about Seti Nash and his song?
I thought the record was cool. I think he did a good job on, you know, with the video and just structure wise, stuff like that. I just felt like, to me, the hook was kind of too wordy. So that's hard to, you know, remember. But I think he did a good job, you know, to give it a pass. But I just see that, you know, the record's a year old. He didn't really push it. I didn't see that he could has too many views. So, you know, you got to work it if there's a real competition. So hopefully you come with a better record, you know what I mean?
All right, you have it. Thank you, Polo. You got some good feedback there from Polo on your first pass. We still got two judges left, though. Let's see what they had to say. Let's kick it off to SHAWN. BARRON, SHAWN, what you think about Seti and his song?
I agree with everything Polo said. I felt like the execution was there. I felt like the video was dope. I loved the beat, but the hook was a little bit too wordy. So just coming into the next round or whatever's next, just make sure you limit the amount of words in the hook so people have something to remember to sing back to you, but it's a pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. You got your second pass from Sean. Let's see if you got the clean sweep with Pain One. Pain, what you think about setting the song?
Yeah, let's give him the clean sweep. My 2 points of criticism. One is the hook. Definitely, the hook was actually wordier than a verse, to be honest. So, it's kind of like the opposite of what you would expect. And then, and you know, when we say that, we're not saying dumb it down. We're saying make it memorable and try. It's actually more of a challenge to boil down the essence of an entire song in something memorable that's only 8 bars long. So that's a challenge that I think a lot of people that are good rappers, and Seti Nash is a good rapper, have trouble with. That's why I think traditionally hit rap songs were either just chants or they were R&B features. But I think, you know, if you can't do either, the chant game is kind of over and done with, and the R&B feature to an extent is out of fashion. The other thing I'll say is just like the minute-long intro in the video might lose a lot of people if they're not already a fan, but you're trying to build fans, you know what I mean? Like when the song came in, I was like, oh shit, this was cool. But if I were on my own time, by like the 20-second mark, I'm like, oh, this shit ain't moving, so let me just watch something else. You know what I mean? So that's, I would say, try your hardest to just capture people immediately. And there's a way to tell a story without a minute-long intro. You can just kind of integrate it into the.
Awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Pain One. You got some great feedback from all 3 of our judges there. And congratulations, Seti. You got the clean sweep, but we're moving on to our championship round in Miami. So we'll send you an email with all the info after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist. They go by Royal Saint. Looks like we have him here in the Zoom. So just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And Royal Saint, what's going on? How you doing?
What up, peeps?
So we got your song here. It's called 1 second, I got it here.
I think it's the drop on the.
That is correct. We got the song The Drop. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Yeah, the drop really just overall just basically shit talking in a most positive aspect, you know, to show the streets like it's more to life than, you feel me, like just talking, you feel me, on negative terms, you feel me, because the world's so ignorant. You always gotta, you feel me, you gotta know a motherfucker straight up, like, can't just think a motherfucker bad all the time or on some bad shit, you feel me?
All right, sounds good. Before we get into your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
Say it again.
Let us know where you're from and where everyone can find your music.
I'm from North Carolina. You can find my music on all platforms. I just dropped Breaking Curses. That's my first mixtape. I've been rapping all my life, like since I came out the pussy. So, you know, it's my first time being on all platforms. You get what I'm saying? So you type in Breaking Curses on Apple Music, and you go on YouTube and you type in Royal Saint, and I'll come up. The Breaking Curses tape is on there as well. I really hope y'all like it, man.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Drop that track though.
Ooh, Sam killed it.
Saint Benny. Roll with it. Turn around, ready, flip that way. Yeah. Deliver smoke, I dunk that ass, watch how I drop it. I got the drop on their address, they cannot stop it. That bitch, she loving on me, pop locking and dropping. That cool to get the poppin' wet draws, get the drop. You get set up for having me upset, my karma stop it. Play with kicks, don't care if you out of reach, could bitch you hours. Just some hours away, take the time, wrist moving cows. Money on your head, not on the fucking 100, going after these thousands. 100 hit timing, time my nigga just make a deposit. Nigga get stabbed out, what's in my wallet, tell me if that be a problem. Remember back winning with me and my posse, biker boy riding your thotty. Steady yapping that yap, holding private. God, no conversation, I don't know about. Nigga be lying for clout, they corner the cap, them niggas gon' ride. Finger fucking this bitch, she can't get a dick unless she violent, yeah. 9 times out of 10, that bitch don't fall, that bitch really body. What if I told you they with me, they gotta hear about that hootin' and hollering, yeah. Can't lose my mind for people who don't mind losing me. Pass the blunt, he like smoke, he gon' cheat like I don't like Tiki. Just left the studio, flip this cheese and still ain't out of reach. Tired of police, bitch, yeah, fuck 12, hell I need my peace. Tear that little bit up now, keep my eyes so goddamn keen. Run a machine just to make them please, might take you for the feet. What does she know that I'm on it, didn't need to be folding, they thirsty ass want a little drink. Get out my mind, know that the fofo shooting they knockers, they don't know what they preach. Deliver smoke, I dunk that ass, watch how I drop it. I got the drop on their address, they cannot stop it. That bitch, she loving on me, pop locking and dropping. That cool to get the poppin' wet draws, get the drop. You get set up for having me upset, my karma stop it. Play for keeps, don't care if you out of reach, could bitch you hours. Just some hours away, take the time, wrist moving cows. Money on your head, not on the fucking 100, going after these thousands.
Hey, check me talk, bitch,
All right, there you have it. That was Royal Saint with his song The Drop. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about the song. Let's kick it out this time to start things off with DJ Pain One. Pain One, what you think about Royal Saint and his song?
Yeah, it was cool. It was interesting. It was different. The energy was good. Similar criticism to the last artist with the hook. I thought the hook was wordy. Every line is different, so it's like they got to memorize 8 unique lines for the song to be memorable. I'd say repetition, something really catchy, or just that makes an impact. You want to drive that point home in the hook or a melody or both. If you can get both, oh my God, you got a hit. But overall, I thought it was a really solid track, and the energy is good. I'm sure it's going to be a good performance on stage, so I'm giving it a pass.
All right, awesome. There you have it. You got your first pass there from Pain One. Let's kick it off to our next judge and see what they thought about the song. Let's kick it off to Sean BARRON. Sean, what you think about Royal and his song?
Yes, same as Pain One. I thought the hook needed to be, slowed down in terms of the words, but you had unique cadences, you had unique flows, and I liked all of that, and the song was hard, so I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Sean. So congratulations, you got your second pass from Sean. Let's see if we got the clean sweep with Polo. Get his thoughts. Polo, what you think?
Yeah, I agree with my fellow judges. I mean, I think Sean and Payne hit it in the head when it came to the hook being wordy. For sure, you could fix that. But like Sean said, with the unique, cadence and unique voice, that stood out to me. But I definitely, with more time, I could see him, definitely being a problem. But yeah, it's a clean sweep for me. Give it a pass for sure.
All right, awesome. Got some great feedback from all 3 of our judges and the clean sweep. So congratulations, Royal Saint. You're going to move on to our championship round in Miami. You'll be competing for our grand prize. We'll send you an email after the event with all the info. We're going to kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Kiko. Just give me 1 second while we bring in Kiko. And Kiko, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello, hello.
So we got your song here. It is called Pizza. Tell us a little bit about your song.
Pizza,
What's it
yeah.
about?
Yeah, basically I made this song in 2019. Now I have on Spotify, on Pizza, yeah, 260,000 streams. But on YouTube, I was hacked, so I didn't care about YouTube. And yeah, it's basically when I was making the song, I was high and I was enjoying the vibe because I made the whole song. I produced the song, I made everything. But after that, I learned what I did and learned everything about it. So I would like to leave people to think what is all about. So yeah.
Okay, I got you. Sounds good. Before we get into your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm from Cyprus. Actually, the language that I wrote the song, it's in Asian Greek. In Cyprus, we speak Asian Greek. It's a Cypriot dialect, but it's older than the Greek language that they're speaking now in Greece. I'm half Bulgarian, half Cypriot. I'm from two countries. And you can find my music on all the platforms, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Κάμνη στο γύφτο, για ένα fucking Prada. Oi, μιτσά σου πουτάνα, και θέλει βαλίτσα πουλάμα. Άντε ρε, δεν τη μουνάρα, εντέγια πελί, βγάλει κατάνα. Πίνω μπανάνα, wow, έχεις Balenciaga. Πίνουμε και ξύλα, fire, black cherry soda. Shout out to Babyface Killer, μόνο Young Thug και Baby Yoda. Με μου παίζεις, το Tony Montana. Ξέρω έβλεπες, τη Hannah Montana. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ρε. Διάς μου το χυμό. Ναι. Κάθε πρωί έτραβα σορτή, άντε με μένα βγάλω ζουμί. Γυρεύκεις πουτί, μα είσαι μουνί, κατέληξες πίτα και τρώεις λουβί. Ήρθε και μπει, διότι είσαι εκεί, είσαι σκατά με μουντζίδι στον τι. Τεράστιο βι, είσαι πελί, είμαι καλά με μου στέλνεις φίλοι. Flex. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Ναι. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα. Έχει πίτσα, έχει πράμα.
All right, there you have it. That was the artist Kiko with his song Pizza. Let's kick it off to our judges. see what they thought about the song. To start things off, this time with Sean. Sean Barron, what do you think about Kiko and his song?
I thought it was catchy. I didn't like, of course, I didn't understand what he was saying, but definitely catchy. The hook was catchy. I liked the beat. It's a pass for me.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Sean. Got your first pass there from Sean, but we still got 2 judges left to go. Let's see what they thought. Let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what you think about Kiko and his song?
I'm on the fence with this one. Again, it was hard because I didn't understand sometimes what he was saying, and just sometimes obviously he was rapping in English, but it felt more like a freestyle to me. I thought he brought good energy to the record. You know what I mean? Like he had a good melody, but I just felt more like a freestyle, and because of that, I think I'm gonna give it a no pass, and I let Payne be the judge on this.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Polo. So you got, unfortunately, a no pass from Polo and a pass from Sean. That means we got our first tiebreaker of the day this time. It's all up to Payne 1. Payne 1, what you think?
Yeah, and I know what Polo was saying. What made it not sound like a freestyle to me was just the structure. It was well structured. You knew what the hook was and what the verses were. There were just some weird pauses throughout the verse that I didn't particularly like. I think on the last verse there was like a 3-measure pause or something before the hook came in, and I thought that was strange. And I don't believe it was an artistic decision necessarily. I you know, when I hear stuff like that, it makes me think that this person is new to songwriting and recording. But having said that, if they're new, then that also means that they're pretty good, given that they structured the song well. So I guess I just talked myself into passing him.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Payne 1. You just got a pass there from Payne, so that means you're moving on to our championship round. So congratulations, Kiko. You'll be moving on to Miami to compete for our grand prize. We'll be sending you an email after the event with all the info. So far, our first 3 artists have gone through to the next round. Let's see if we can keep it going with our next artist. Our next artist is Legion 403. Just give me 1 second while I bring them in. And Legion, what's going on? How you doing?
How's it going? I'm good.
Pretty good.
Sorry about the attire. I'm at work, so.
It's all good. So we got your song here. It's called Meteorologist. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
In my own experiences, man, it's all about women. And the hotter they get, the more crazy they are.
All right. So before
you'll see
your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You can find my music on all major platforms.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
All right.
Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty used to storm, let me be a meteorologist. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty used to storm, let me be a meteorologist. Winter, spring, summer, fall. There's 4 seasons, baby girl, you got them all. Watch them heads turn every time you come around. Get you wet like tsunami, I love it, just watch you drown. Bust it down, we can do it how you wanna. Make the shit hot, so hot, they call you sauna. Make the shit pop and drop, you know you wanna. Make the bed rock, don't stop, we make it lava. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty used to storm, let me be a meteorologist. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty use the storm, let me be a meteorologist. You be making Mother Nature jealous. Only got time for me. Fuck these fellas. They be watching how you moving. They be talking. You just do it. Take your clothes off and fight me. Tap out so you can rock my white tee. Back down. Shorty says she wants a round 3. She run it up. I beat it up. I think this might be wifey. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty use the storm. Let me be a meteorologist. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty use the storm, let me be a meteorologist. You could ride with me, blunt rolled up with a bottle full of Henny. We could get to sipping, talk about what makes us different. Get lost in your eyes, make it hard for me to listen. I love how you work it for certain. Certainly perfect for this. Well, this ain't that, cause I got free from the storm and I ain't never going back, bitch. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty use the storm, let me be a meteorologist. Looking like a goddess. Baby, tell me what the vibe is. Swear that you the hottest. Shorty use the storm, let me be a meteorologist.
All right, there you have it. That was Legion 403 with his song Meteorologist. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about the song. Start things off with TJ Payne 1. Payne 1, what you think about Legion and his song?
Give me 1 second. I'm still doing feedback.
No problem. DJ Payne 1 still checking it out. So let's kick it off to our next judge to see if Sean Barron is ready. Sean, what do you think about Legion and his song?
I thought this one was just okay to me. I like the song structure and I like the beat, but the song didn't bring it all the way home for me, so I'm gonna have to give this one a no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Sean, but we still got 2 judges left to go. Let's see what they thought. Let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what you think about Legion and his song?
Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one too. I agree with Sean. Like, I felt like I wasn't in love with the record, but he definitely stuck to structure. He brought some good energy to the record. But I just feel like the concept, to me, I wasn't a fan of the concept. But he actually stuck to the concept. You know what I mean? He actually did a good job sticking to the concept. That's why I'm on the fence. Like, I give it a pass because, again, he brought the energy to it. I wasn't crazy about the record itself, but like I said, he stuck to the concept, structure, and he brought good energy to it. So I'll give it a pass.
All right, awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Polo. That means you got that. This means it's another tiebreaker. This time's up to Payne 1 again. Payne 1, what you think?
Yeah, I'm also on the fence. I think I'll give it a pass. I think he needs a different record, and the reason I'll say that is because it felt like, this is just my perspective as the listener. I don't know this for a fact. It felt to me like he was consciously making a record for the clubs or for the women. And I remember early 2000s, like, I was trying to do that in a lot of groups I was in, like, let's make a record for the women or whatever. And if that wasn't really what was coming naturally to us, then even though we would stay on concept, it just felt a little forced. So I got that feel like maybe this isn't the subject matter that comes naturally for him, or the energy that comes naturally for him. I could totally be wrong, but I think that speaks to what Polo and Sean were saying. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing necessarily bad about the record, so I'm not gonna get up here and say that no pass because of that. The elements were there. It was a solid track.
So did we get a pass or a no pass?
Pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Payne 1. So congratulations, Legion. You got a pass from 2 of our judges. That means you're moving on to our championship round in Miami. going to be sending you an email after the event with all the info. So let's move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by C Live. I don't think we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to go ahead and get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
What they need from me, what they need from me, I got that. What they need from me, what they need from me, come get that. Get that, flip that, hit that with that. I'm with that, I'm with that, with that. That big fat, that big fat, big fat. That kick cat, that kick cat, kick cat. I hit that, I hit that, hit that. I'm with that, I'm with that, with that. I did that, I did that, did that. I flipped that, I flipped that, flipped that. I did that, yeah, I flipped that, yeah, I whipped that, yeah, I did that, yeah, I licked that, yeah, I split that, yeah, that water drip, 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 that, yeah, that water lick, lick, lick that, yeah, that bottom grip, 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 that action camera, script, 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 that like it when I flip, flip, flip. Get that, flip that, hit that with that. I'm with that, I'm with that, with that. That big fat, that big fat, big fat. That kick cat, that kick cat, kick cat. I hit that, I hit that, hit that. I'm with that, I'm with that, with that. I did that, I did that, did that. I flipped that, I flipped that, flipped that. Is you with that? Come let me get that. You know I got a big bag. You know I could come spend that. Location, girl, come stand that. This side I'm on, keep winning. We smiling and we grinning. Draped in expensive linen. Zeros, they keep tripling. Them chicks, they keep on rippling. Position, we keep on flipping them. Them blouses, skirt, and zipping them. We maximize that minimal. Too much invested to give it in. We focus on our dividends. Shoe boxes with their presidents. We wavy in this element. I'm sick, my flow's the evidence. We loving in our residence. This song's a hit, my premises. My love for you, I'll never quit. Fuck them bitches, you're my chick. Yeah, you better get a grip. Get that and flip that. I'm with that, I'm with that. That kick cat, that kick cat. Yeah, I bit that, I bit that. Nigga can't get that, like I get that. When I go get that, bend and flip that. Just switch that, enjoy, sit back. Ain't no chit chat, just that kick cat. Can I lick that? Is you with that? Working out and damn it, been fat. That water moving like switchbacks. Filling up my cup to sip that. So thick I had to grip that. I'ma tell the world I'm with that. Is you with that? Cause I'm with that. Come and love me, girl, I wet that. Deal wavy cause I did that. Every shot I take, I send back. I'm gonna recommend that you go get your head check it, hurt that. After I read that. What they need from me, what they need from me, I got that. What they need from me. Yeah, the booty so fat, get a big bag. Yeah, the booty so fat, need a link tag. Yeah, the booty so fat, go. What they need from me, get that, get that, get that, hit that. What they need from me, what they need from me, I did that. What they need from me, come get that.
All right, that was the artist C Live with their song. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought. Let's start things off with Polo. Polo, what you think about C Live and his song?
It was just okay. But it has potential. That's the crazy part. I mean, as me as A&R, there was certain parts I think I would definitely keep that sounding kind of hard, like that. I forgot that little chant he was doing. That shit was kind of hard. But the song itself, the writing, obviously, just didn't feel like he put too much effort into it. He had a flow, I mean, a melody, I guess, an idea, but the execution wasn't really there. Like I said, the writing definitely swerved. It has potential because, like I said, there's certain parts I would have thought it was kind of dope cut. But definitely the writing had to be much stronger, so there's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Polo. Let's see what our next judge thought. Let's kick it off to Pain One. Pain One, what you think?
This is a repeat submission, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this.
Yeah.
Right? I think.
Yeah. He was on here with the same song before.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is like, if it didn't pass the first time, just go back to the drawing board and come with a stronger product, because I think we're giving a lot of the same feedback. For me, it was Yeah, similar to what Polo said, there were parts that were cool, but it just didn't feel like he took the time to turn it into a complete product. So, for example, like that whole split that, hit that, flip that, Kit Kat part, he tried to do it a second time to kind of give structure, but the cadence was totally different. So I'm like, if you're, it showed that he wasn't. To me, it demonstrated that he wasn't that serious about putting this song together. So that kind of shows it. He called it a freestyle. It's like, yeah, but you recorded it, so it wasn't really a freestyle. So like, it's either a song or it's a freestyle. And if it's a freestyle, it's completely free. It's not. There's no structure. So this was kind of somewhere in the middle. And I think as a result, it was just kind of confused and chaotic. So regardless of the good part, I think approaching a song as a freestyle and then coming up with ideas that way, freestyling, finding the good ideas, extracting those, and building on the good ones is a great process, but it's not the final product. So I agree with Polo. It's a no pass.
All right, thank you, Payne. One, unfortunately, it's a no pass from Payne. But before we move on to our next artist, let's get your feedback from Sean. Sean, what you think about C Live in this song?
Yeah, also a no pass for me. I just feel like it's early and it's not there. So no pass.
All right, thank you, Sean. Let's go ahead and move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Diamond Rose. We have her here in the Zoom, so just give me 1 second while I bring her in. And Diamond, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. So we got your song here. It is called Trust in Me. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
I basically made this song about my boyfriend. He does music as well, and he has said that he wanted to do a song together. So we wrote this song and we did it together.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Before we get into your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm from Michigan City, Indiana, but you can find my music on all the platforms. My Instagram name is the real Rose. Hold on, no, it's not. The Real Diamond Rose. That's my IG name. You can find me on there.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while you load it up.
I'm down for the long run, I'm just trying to figure if you rolling with me. I know we ain't perfect, we just human, but my love for you is never ending. I'm down for whatever, I just really wanna know if you down with me. Can you put your trust in me? I swear that you the one for me.
Yeah, I can put my trust in you, you ain't gotta worry about it. Your lips and your smile's magnificent. I ain't tryna waste no time, I'm tryna make you mine. I never had nobody on my side. Let me know if you're ready to ride. Tell me what's on your mind. Let me take you somewhere where there's different vibes. Let's run up the city, let's make money cause we vibing. You like a drug, you my new addiction. You ain't never gotta act shy around me. Just keep it a G and don't worry about anything you haven't sent. I'ma keep you around because we vibing. Tryna show you something different cause I'm talented and gifted and I'm loving the way you feeling on my body. Tell me what you tryna do. I'm right in front of you. I think about you every single day. The thought of you can't leave my brain. You rock my world like we outer space. We ended up back with each other, no wonder. Cause our sex game ain't like no other. You hit the my line cause you want it. I'm fucking on you cause I know you love it. Cause I know you love it, love it.
I'm down for the long run, I'm just trying to figure if you rolling with me. I know we ain't perfect, we just human, but my love for you is never ending. I'm down for whatever, I just really wanna know if you down with me. Can you put your trust in me? I swear that you the one for me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there we have it. That was Diamond Rose with her song "Trust in Me." Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about the song. Let's start things off with Sean. Sean, what do you think about Diamond and her song?
I feel like it was parts that had potential, but just from an overall standpoint, it needed a lot of work. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you, Sean. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Sean, but we still got two judges left to go. Let's see what they thought about your song. Let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Sean. There was definitely, I think the chorus was kind of high. I feel like her verse could be tighter. I think the writing needs a little bit more work. So it's a no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, it's a no pass from Polo as well. Let's get your feedback from Pain One and get his thoughts. Pain One, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree with them. Just to add to it, I would say that in terms of, so like the male singer had good cadence, his melodies were more dynamic. So I think maybe working with him just to learn stuff like consistent end rhyme, structure, meter, all of the the basics of songwriting, because there's something there, and your voice has potentially, like your tone was good. A lot of singers don't have a good tone, so just kind of build on that. But as it was, like, a lot of your lines didn't rhyme, and they fell off in terms of their symmetry. Like you would front load the line with a lot of words, and then they'd kind of fall off. So you'd kind of try stretching them out in ways to complete the 4 bars. So just recognizing what you need to work on and focusing on that, but then also building on the strengths that you have already. And my bad, I don't know why my video wasn't on.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Got some great feedback from all 3 of our judges there. Unfortunately, you're not going to be moving on to our championship round, but make sure to check out that feedback email to see what things you can work on. We hope to see you on another online showcase. We're going to move on to our next artist, our last artist for today. We go by Skylar Hanker. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And Skylar, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up?
So we got your song here. It's called "Messing Around on a Beat." Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Okay, so I mean, I started relatively a little bit ago, probably, yeah, a little bit. But it's about really just throwing down wisdom on the track and being more poetic. And even if you're from the streets, you have to take that, and then you have to inspire people, and then also show the good, the bad. And then so it's kind of it shows how a lot of rappers nowadays talk and how they perceive themselves to the public versus how, in my opinion, how they should, and how we can change people and inspire them and do more than just write music, just give a little passion in there.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into your song, let us know where you're from and where we can find your music.
I'm from Davidson, Michigan, and you can find it on SoundCloud, Skylar Hanger. That's about it.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while you load it up.
I appreciate it.
Something real, you feel it in your bones. It's got that charismatic appeal. I could talk about being a street motherfucker all day. Listen, I went from blow pops and nerds to blow poppin' nerds. The crucified always comes to correct. I'm the cause to the effect. I'll give you night terrors. Freddy Krueger, I'll give you nightmares. We used to meet up at 7-Eleven, always ready to get that shit. Nowadays I told pose and spit that shit. This new school shit has no message, no meaning. I wanna hear about the struggles. The night it was only you and your thoughts, when you wanted to put 2 shots in your head, but you put them in your stomach instead, hoping, wishing it'll kill the pain. I wanna hear about the why you are and who you are, growing up, all the trauma and pain. I remember days my only thoughts were currency, or the lack of it. The truth is I had nothing, jumping couch to couch, suppressing my pain with liquor, trying to find the easy way out. Pain is what drives my success. I put the bottle down and stuck on my chest. King Kong, I'm taking over the city next. I say once again, I wanna hear that old school flow, something real, you feel it in your bones. Instead of praising the gangster life, why don't you talk about escaping with your life? Talk about how you and the gang went from toting poles and scaling up narcotics to wearing your best Sunday clothes and moving out the projects. Went from being the street pharmacist to the local pacifist. You stick your hand out now, but before you used to just pacifist. The real gangster shit is raising the kid, being able to put everything down and provide for your skin, putting down the stick and picking up a book. We get it, gangster, you're from the hood. Keep messing with that shit and you'll end up like Tupac, 4 shots and no shook.
All right, that was Skylar with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Let's start things off with Pain 1. Pain, what do you think about Skylar and his song?
So already it was kind of a bold move. He insinuated that he was a newer artist. So it's a bold move for a newer artist to effectively come out and criticize an entire generation of musicians. You set the bar pretty high when you do that. Which I think, hey, being contentious can be a positive thing. That being said, I think there were some really strong lines. Maybe he comes from a spoken word background where there's less focus on being locked into the meter of a track. And I've worked with many spoken word artists. The skills necessary in one world, spoken word and recording rap, there's crossover, but they're not one and the same. So as it stands right now, just song structure wise, cadence, that stuff isn't present. I think the writing was fairly strong. But as far as, rap is concerned, there's a lot of space to fill in just with time and experience. Most of all, just like an awkward pause where, as a more experienced rapper, would know how to structure the writing so that doesn't happen. That's kind of like a surefire sign of somebody who's newer. Also, an abrupt end, that was kind of awkward. So, given all that, I think he has potential, but for this particular product, it's a no pass for me.
All right, got some great feedback there from Pain 1, but unfortunately, a no pass from Pain. But let's see what our other 2 judges thought. Let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what you think?
Yeah, Pain 1 kind of hit it in the head. He had a good concept. I mean, because obviously the energy that he was bringing to the record, he had a good concept. I just thought just the delivery and the flow, the writing just has to be a little tighter and better when it comes to that. There was parts where there were, he said certain things stronger, but it felt more like he said, like Payne said, more of a spoken word than an actual song flow. You know what I mean? So I think just learning the structure, that'll help you. Even I think describe what you were trying to say a little bit better, because I feel like you was just cutting right through, but you wasn't. But it was more in like I said, of a spoken word structure than actual flow. So I think just learning the structure first, and then trying to put these type of concepts to that, it's going to help you. But right now, it's an open.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Let's kick it off to our next judge and see what he thought. Sean Barron, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, it came in abrupt. I liked some of the stuff you were saying, but then also some of the stuff you were saying was contradictory at the same time. Yeah, just keep practicing, keep getting better. That's really all I could tell you, but it's a no pass for now.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Unfortunately, I was 3 no passes, but every judge did give you awesome feedback there, some things you can work on. We hope to see you on another online showcase. So Skyler was our last artist on today's event. Just to recap, we had 4 artists who are moving on to our championship round in Miami. That's Seti Nash, Royal Saint, Kiko, and Legion 403. So congratulations to them. Before we end the live stream, let's give a quick shout out to our judges and a thank you for joining us today. Up first, he's a platinum producer for he's worked for artists such as Young Jeezy, Ludacris, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, and many, many more. Payne One, where can everyone find you on social media?
Yo, shout out to everyone at Coast to Coast. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Polo. Shout out to every artist out there grinding and participating. And even if you're not participating, shout out to you. Wishing you much success. If you want to work with me, I'm super easy to work with. www.djpayne1beats.com or at djpayne1 all social media. But if you need production, djpayne1beats.com. I have over 2,000 beats on there, and yeah, let me know. Even if you want a deal, just let me know you saw me here and send me a message.
Awesome. There you have it. Thank you, Payne One. Our next judge, he's SVP of A&R on Motown Capitol Records. He's Sean Barron, and I think Sean dropped out, but there he goes.
Yeah, at Sean Barron, SHAWNBARRON.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean, for joining us. And last but not least, you guys know him as Polo. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you?
Yeah, like Payne One said, shout out to everybody, coast to coast, the judges, man. Guys, keep it coming. Sure. Find me on Instagram, POLO_2X.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. And thank you, everyone, for joining us on the live stream. We'll see you on the next one.